Welcome, my name is Kian Wilfred, the Regional Consultant of the Kenya Centers of Academicians and the Diverse Oriented Research, CADOR, where we invest in the brains. Today, I'm going to speak about the power of persistence. If you ask me what is persistence, I will tell you it is the first rule in the commandments of success. I will tell you it is actually the first item in the menu of success. I will tell you persistence is the mother of all achievement. Ask all successful men and women what is the ingredients of success, and they will include persistence as the first one. Great inventors like Thomas Edison, great scientists like Charles Darwin, and many others will tell you what made them. The persistence is what led them to discover. Without persistence, they would not have discovered anything. They would not have invented anything. Ask successful leaders, for example, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, and many others. If you ask them what was the best quality, what was the best practice in their leadership, they will tell you this persistence. Ask great philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, St. Augustine, Thomas of Aquinas, and they will tell you persistence is the key to success. It is the power of persistence that I'm talking about. In this program, I'm going to speak about the persistence and use the acronyms, the letters in the persistence. And so the first P is participation. It means participation. For you to succeed in any project, you have to participate. Participate means part, that is being part of what is happening. If you are running a project, if you are a student, if you are a teacher, if you are a leader, if you are a father, if you are a mother, a head of a family, a head of a nation, you must participate. Participation is key to success. The second one in participation, of course, persistence is E, and that is the power of enthusiasm. You have to be enthusiastic all through. You must have always new motivation. You must bring in new life. Being enthusiastic is having life. One thing about enthusiasm is that it is not bought in the supermarket. Enthusiasm is seen in your face. When I look you in the eyes, the first thing I see, the first thing I read in you, I read the enthusiasm that is in you. When I greet you in the hand, hold your hand, I'll feel the enthusiasm in your hands. When I speak to students in a class, when you speak to people, you will feel the enthusiasm in their faces. Enthusiasm is not bought. Enthusiasm is in us. It is us to let the enthusiasm in ourselves be seen by other people. Enthusiasm makes you to focus. Enthusiasm helps you to persist. And so, for you to persist, you need to be enthusiastic. You need to love what you are doing. That is what we mean. You need to be spirited in what you are doing. You need to have the love for service. The third one, of course, that is persistence. There is an R, that is you need to read even more. You need to research more. It means read, it means research. You have to research, you have to read. You have to find out. We're in an age of information where success is measured by how much you know and how practically you can use what you know. And so for you to get and understand and learn more, for you to have more, you need to read more. You need to research more. You need to understand more. You need to acquire more information. Actually, what we say is that you need to have more content. You can never persist until you have enough content. Those members of our society who are persistent until the end, those members have had enough content. Because you must produce new content. You must be able to convince your followers all the time. If you are a leader, you need to convince your followers that this is the right way. You cannot succeed in convincing people to follow you, yet you have no content. They must be convinced for them to follow you. And so, for you to be to be articulated, for you to actually to make sense, for For you to remain relevant, you have to have more content. Having more content, that means you need to read more. You need to research more. You need to ask more questions. You need to consult even more. Persistence is not going to be achieved until you are this person who consults, who asks, who reads, who finds out. That is persistence. In this persistence, we also have S. S in this case means being self-driven. Self is the most important term here. Self-drive. Self-drive is the key to success. Those who are not self-driven will get tired along the way. Other people will get tired pulling you or pushing you. You should not be pushed. You should not be pulled. We talk of the wheelbarrow people, or sometimes we talk of them about the wheelbarrow students. A student who is like a wheelbarrow. When you leave them there, when the teacher leaves them there, the teacher will find them there. They are not self-driving. They are not self-driven. So that when you are left there, you need to go ahead. For example, if it's a student, they need to read more. They need to research more. So that when the teacher comes, then they say, well, this is where you left us. We have researched, we have studied, and we are here. Someone who is not self-driven waits for the leader, for a supervisor, waits for a manager to tell them what to do. The next one now, we talk about intrinsic motivation. That is an I. It means you must have something inside you. It means inside. It means in. It means intrinsic. And this intrinsic is all about intrinsic motivation. Something that comes from yourself. And you're convinced that this is the right thing to do. And so you go do it. You go convince your people this is the right thing. You are self-motivated. That is persistence. Then the next one now is another S. We talk about self-discipline. You must have self-discipline. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is doing what you ought to do whether you like it or not. That is doing what you ought to do whether you like it or not. We are assuming that you know what to do. Your problem is not knowledge in this case. You know what's supposed to be done and you need to do this. Problem has not always been people not knowing what is supposed to be done. People know what's supposed to be done. Followers know what's supposed to be done. Members of society know what is supposed to be done. They understand the law. They understand the rules. They understand the guidelines. They understand the procedures. For example, students understand what they are supposed to do for them to achieve an A, for them to go to the university, for them to get good grades, for them to join the university of their choice. Students understand what's supposed to be done, but they are not doing that. So why are they not doing that? They are not doing that because they refuse to do, they are not self-disciplined. Because actually self-discipline is a painful experience. Okay, let's say it's not just a walk in the park. We say self-discipline is not something that contains much pleasure. It is something that will take you to places where you may not like, but you have to journey through that path. No, it's not about the question of being spoon-fed. You are supposed to walk by yourself. You are supposed to prove. You are supposed to show. You are supposed to study. You are supposed to work hard. And that is the reason why not many people are self-disciplined. Because self-discipline is not easy. Now, another one, that is persistence. There is T. When you are moving towards success, then you have to understand that you have to guard or actually control the way you speak. And that is what we call talking. T means talk well. Talking well about everything. That is what you should know. For you to succeed in life, you have to talk well about so many things. You have to speak positive things. You have to speak. We say, Brian Tracy says, very soon you become what you speak about most of the time. Very soon you become what you say most of the time. And that is it. And so we say, speak good things about yourself. First of all, you speak about yourself. Speak good things about yourself. Speak good things about other people, about your friends. Speak well about your family. Speak well about your school. Speak well about everyone else. And when you begin speaking well about everything, you begin seeing things differently. Good things come to you because actually you attract what you speak about. Successful people speak well about everything. They speak well about themselves and they speak well about others. Actually, successful men and women don't see other people as enemies or really competitors. They see other people as teammates. They see other people as worthy competitors. We could say, if they use competitors, then worthy, because they will always help you get what you want. They will always challenge you. They will always criticize you, but positively. You know, you look at every criticism as positive because it is going to help you to move the next step. Now, that is persistence. Speak well. Talking, that means talk well about other people. I would say discipline is the mother of all achievement. And in this discipline, you also discipline yourself on how you speak. We say discipline starts from listening. And you listen to other people. You listen to yourself. You listen to instruction. There is an African proverb that states that will the head that is so big miss blows? That is a question. Will the head that is so big miss blows? It will not miss blows because it's too big. And I will say, if you are big-headed, you will never miss the blows of life, the challenges of life. You realize that you need to prepare yourself. Those people who are not self-disciplined, at the end of the day, of course, they are not going to listen. They are not going to receive knowledge. And so we say the storms of life, when storms come, they will never be able to stand above the storms. But when you are ready, when you are prepared, when you have information, then when storms come, because you cannot stop storms from happening anyway, and when they come, the only thing you can do is, because you understand what's supposed to be done, standing above the storms. Then persistence, there is another E, that E means encourage other people. That is encouragement. It means motivation. It means speaking to someone. It means cheering someone else. You also become a mentor in this case. It means for you to persist, you need also to encourage another person. You have mentors, you have other people who also you want them to persist. It's followed by another letter, that is N. It means new ways of doing things, new programs every day. For you to succeed, to persist, you need to do new things. You energize, you bring new energy, new blood all the time. And that is through programs. You need to develop programs. You need to listen to mentors. You need to invite experts for you to succeed and have new things in place. Newness. The last one is called evaluation. You need to evaluate yourself every time. You need to evaluate, look back. We say you need to see and find out and ask yourself whether you are moving towards the right direction or not. My friends, philosophers like Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, agreed, all of them agreed that an examined life is not worth living. And Socrates, of course, began by saying an examined life is not worth living. You need to examine yourself. You need to look back and see what is it that you did not do well. What are some of the things that you need to correct? And then reposition yourself every time. When you do this, you will succeed. The power of persistence has never let anyone down.